So to win in a Fibonacci name, there are certain strategies to follow, but the first thing we have to know before that is to understand the concept of a Fibonacci sequence. So what is a Fibonacci sequence? It is actually formed from numbers with that are formed with the summation of the previous two numbers. So let's have a look at a Fibonacci sequence. So basically it is a sequence that looks like something like this. And taking 55 for instance, 55 is just the addition of 21 plus 34, which is the previous two numbers. Okay, so now basically to win in a Fibonacci name, the only strategy is to leave a Fibonacci number of the coins at the end of the player's turn. So for instance, this is a pile of coins and each player would take turn to remove some number of coins, right? So player 1 would try to remove a number of coins so that the remaining number of coins would be just a Fibonacci numbers. So basically how to win is that player 1 should actually just break down the number of coins into a series with only Fibonacci numbers, and the numbers should be non-repeating and non-adjacent. So looking at 57, 57 is actually formed with 55 plus 2, and player 1 could not remove 55 coins because it would just let player 2 win by removing the remaining 2 coins. So the only step player 1 could do is just to remove 2 coins from the pile of coins. But as to say, the coins removed should actually be the smallest number of the Fibonacci number to actually minimize the options for the opponent, in this sense player 2. So I had a game with the computer online. However, because the game is too long-winded, so I decided to not record it but write it down. And as we could see from here, we began with 57 coins. So as what I said, I broke down just now. It was 2, and it continues like this. And player 1 is me, and player 2 is the computer. If you need more time, you can actually pause and have a look. So basically, it's just me keep on deducing the non-Fibonacci numbers into a series of non-adjacent, non-repeating Fibonacci numbers, and then I will just keep on removing the smallest number, and then when you can see in the end, when there's 3 coins left, no matter the computer remove 1 or 2 coins, I would definitely win by removing the remaining coins. So this is a strategy. So if the number is a non-Fibonacci number, then player 1 would always win with this strategy, unless they did a mistake. However, if the initial number of coins is a Fibonacci number, player 2 can win instead in an optimal condition. This is because breaking down a Fibonacci number will form the 2 previous Fibonacci numbers. So let's take 55 as the example. So breaking down it will just be 34 plus 21, because the previous largest Fibonacci number is just 34, and then if I try to remove 34 or 21, it will just let player 2 win by removing the remaining number of coins. So I would try to actually remove a smaller number of coins. Like for instance, if I remove 4, and it will leave 51 coins, and then player 2 could just deduce it back into a series of Fibonacci numbers, so like this, and remove 1 coin, and the game will actually continue like what we had just now. But in this stance, player 2 stands the chance to win because it looks like this step, but instead of player 1 removing 1 coin in this chance, player 2 is the one who removed 1 coin, and the whole game continues as the same thing, just 1 and 2 swapped, and in the end, player 2 will actually win instead of player 1.